Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I'm thrilled that you're here. You may can tell that my voice is under the weather right now. I still want to keep going with making podcasts for you every day, so I'm going to keep doing that and do my best I can. Today, I found this paragraph from Neville where he's talking about habit. He's talking about using your imagination and how your imagination really is its path that it takes is really the path of habit. And if you've done any sort of manifesting at all, any sort of deliberately choosing to change the habits of your thinking, you know that it can be challenging because your mind really does follow in those habits. And so this is just a paragraph I found that I thought was really interesting. Imagination is not entirely untrammeled and free to move at will without any rules to constrain it. In fact, the contrary is true. Imagination travels according to habit. Imagination has choice, but it chooses according to habit. Awake or asleep, man's imagination is constrained to follow certain definite patterns. It is this benumbing influence of habit that man must change. If he does not, his dreams will fade under the paralysis of custom. So what Neville is saying here, if that was confusing to you, is that your imagination has developed habits over time. I know this is true for myself that I will habitually kind of think of the same things over and over again. And maybe that has to do with what's going on in my life, or if something brings something back from the past, or if there's something I'm really interested in the future, or I have a worry, my mind will just sort of habitually think the same thoughts. And my imagination will kind of go to the same places. And so what I need to do to manifest what I want, if that habit isn't what I want, then I need to deliberately change it. So the definite patterns in my imagination, if they're not matching what my wish fulfilled is, what my desire is, then I need to change my habit with practice, right? With daily practice of thinking about the things that I want. Remember, it's your focus that manifests. So what your attention is on, what your imagination is dwelling on, that is what's going to manifest in your life. And so with that, I just want to encourage you, we've been talking about this. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be hard on yourself. You are doing something challenging by breaking those habits of thought. But it is worth doing, because if you don't, you're going to keep manifesting what you've been manifesting. And if you want something different, if your wish fulfilled is something different than your 3D reality shows you right now, you're going to need to change your habits of thought. So with that, may you manifest exactly what you want. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for listening.